way, and he got it right by him. Just went right with the heat. Hello and welcome to Braintree High School here today for Legion baseball action as Braintree and Weymouth set to take the field. Mike Wasser bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV as we are underway here in the top half of the first with Grieve delivering the first pitch to the second baseman, Suppley. Pitch on the way, and that one in there for a strike. Delayed call from the home plate umpire. Hoping that's not going to be the type of call we're going to see all night long. It's going to make it very tough to wait on to see what the call is. One spoiled off and out of play. A couple strikes now on the leadoff hitter. Braintree getting back a lot of their regulars. It's been kind of an up and down year for post 86. We sit at 5-6, a game behind Weymouth, who's 6-5, trying to fight for a playoff spot as the pitch on the way is off the edge. When Braintree is healthy and they have all the regulars in there, they're a very good team. But as you would expect, when you don't have your key players, very difficult to beat some of the top teams, as you see by the standings. Needham atop the District 6. And a lot of the regular teams that are up in that ballpark. Generally, Franklin is up there. As the pitch is going to be in there for strike three. And actually, they're going to say that one hit him. Wow. So that was not the call that I was thinking, but regardless, that was a good-looking pitch, but apparently the home plate umpire said it hit the jersey, which would be nice if he maybe expressed that. Head coach Casey obviously wondering the same thing I was, how that wasn't a strike. If that's the case, the jersey seemed to be over the plate, which shouldn't be allowed. You can see it now over there at first base too. The jersey hanging out a little bit there. So leadoff man is on with the pickoff try. So hit batter begins the game here in the top half of the first. The defense looking for its first putout. And the offering in there for a strike. I guess that's the kind of delayed call we're going to see all night long. I'm going to have to be a little bit more careful with when I express a strike or not. Runner takes off. The pitch is a swing and a miss down to second to throw. And they got to say safe over at second. And for whatever reason here today, we only have one umpire, which isn't the norm. So that's going to affect this game, as you may just see there. Can't imagine that the home plate umpire is going to have as clear of a look from that distance at the runner at second. So I'm going to imagine at some point we're going to see some sort of a controversy. I can't really specifically blame the home plate umpire. So a very interesting start to this one here in the top half of the first. The runner now at second after the stolen base. And this umpire is really having a tough go here in the first inning. Only two batters in. Already have a couple of things that have happened that you would not really even expect to see. As this one spins him back, but doesn't get the call. Right fielder Munchback hitting here in the 3 spot. Go ahead run standing at second base with one out. It's already on here at Braintree High School. "11 games into the regular season. Playoffs looming. Gonna be a busy finish to the season. A lot of home games here this week. Road games as well. The 86ers try and climb the standings. Trying to pick up a couple of wins here late. And not sure what the reason is for the delay here. Oh, we got a second umpire that finally decided to join the show. At least this game will be umpired with two umpires now instead of just the home plate umpire. On the way, and this one on the ground, middle of the infield. It's the shortstop coming over. Brooks cuts it off. Throw across in time, able to make the play. So there's two down now. Big second out here in the top half of the first. So they'll take something here from the cleanup hitter, Mannion. Third baseman. Grieve tries to work his way through this first inning without allowing a run. Knocked foul. Starting ahead of the hitter. Trying to get some solid pitching here today. It's been a little bit of a problem here in the course of this up and down season. Seen a lot of crooked numbers against the Braintree pitching staff, which obviously isn't the norm. Off-speed pitch, able to get it by him. Good pitch there. So a couple strikes now. The 86ers try and get out of this inning. Strand that runner at third. Grieve ready, winds and fires, off-speed pitch on the ground, over to shortstop. This one down and across, and in time to end the inning. A couple putouts for Brooks at short, and the runner stranded at third as the 86ers will get a chance here in a scoreless game. Bottom half of the first. As Brooks leads things off, a couple putouts. Top half, the inning at short. As the pitch is in there for a strike at the knees. Starter for Weymouth is Ferguson. The right-hander gets ready. Off-speed pitch, hangs off the plate. But as good of a top three hitters in any order. Got to be here in District 6. Braintree's top three hitters provides a first hit of the game. As Brooks drives into right field, a base hit. Brooks, Regan, and Canavan. Expected trio here in the inning. And Braintree with a base runner. So it's a hit batter back in the top half of the first for Weymouth, who was their only base runner. Moved over to second. And to third, but stranded there. As this one on the ground, sharply hit. Foul ball. And Braintree trying to get back to 500 in the standings. Not a ton of regular season games left, but they got some ground to make up now after a slow start to the year. That pitch just misses low. It's a good spot against a dangerous hitter, but obviously below the knees there. Very warm evening here at Braintree High School. This one out to right field again. This one in the air though. Hangs up there a while and it's put away. So a single and a fly out here in the bottom half of the first. Chuck on over at first, a low throw, but not in time. So our stolen base in the top half of this first. We'll see if Braintree gets the runner in motion. Runner takes off, pitch is a strike, throw down is not going to be in time, as both sides have stolen a bag now. The go-ahead run stands at second with 1 out. Pretty good throw, but shortstop took a while to get there and obviously made things a lot more complicated to get that tag down. Pretty much standing there on the bag now. There's a lot of room on that left side of the infield as that one misses off the edge. So sitting in the driver's seat now, the big bat. Going to drive in the game's first run as the pitch misses. Time called at the dish. Trying to get a couple on here. Bottom half of this first scoreless game to this point. Not tempting to swing at. Gonna be sitting dead red here. On a 3-1 count upcoming. Defense playing very deep in the outfield and center and right. And this one going after is spoiled out of play. Goes after it, not taking there. And a good hitter, when you see a fastball, you gotta try and go after it. Ferguson trying to work through this first. And the pitch is there at the knees, a called third strike. Could have gone either way. It goes the pitcher's way here in the first. First pitch swing as this one's knocked out of play. Brooks, who singled to begin the inning, still at second. Now 2 down as the off-speed pitch just missed off the edge. It's been a rather small strike zone to begin this game, both sides. Really trying to keep that base runner close. And a strike is called. Off-speed pitch certainly missed off the edge this time. Base hit here with 2 outs should score the game's first run. And a pop up on the infield. Playable over there for the second baseman. It's back on the grass and puts it away as the 86er strand a leadoff single. And we head to the second in a scoreless game. Top half of the second in a 0-0 game. 5, 6, and 7 here for Weymouth. And a fastball that just missed. Right-hander working quickly on the mound. This one on the ground, foul of third. Leadoff hitter and center fielder Pratt. That's the pitch on the way. He's on the ground again towards shortstop. There's 3 straight in that direction, and all 3 have been handled. So getting some help is Grieve from his shortstop Brooks. Pitching a contact. Does have 1 strikeout so far to his credit. be the catcher, Browning. Defense back all the way around as the first pitch is in there for a strike. On the ground, this one on the right side is handled at second, but there's no play. Nice play to knock that one down, but obviously no play there at first. It's going to get the attention of any coach, as Casey was able to get down and make the play, at least keep that one from the outfield. You never know, sometimes that could turn into 2 bases if you get aggressive. But certainly got that uniform dirty. The runner leads from first, and the pitch is inside. It'll be an infield single. And a pop-up. This one on the infield. Over at short, Brooks wants it and takes it himself. Taking charge there at the cornerstone position at short. Catalyst on the infield as well. Outfield is the center fielder generally. One that's going to get first call at it, just like the infield, the shortstop. Generally the first one to make the call for it. That's the step off from Grieve. So take something here from the left fielder, Del Grosso. And a strike. It's a 1-out hit, still there at first now with 2 down. It's a pitch on the way, and this one off the glove allows the runner down to second. That one will go on the catcher there. One should see the catcher make a play on. So there's a pass ball. Second straight inning now, runner in scoring position. And a wave and a miss. Grieve ready, and that one is inside. Both pitchers have been right around the zone. There's a 3-2 on the way, and he missed. First walk. So 2 on now with 2 down. Dealing with the number 9 man. And a first pitch strike. Another good spot, another strike. 0-2. He's fanned 1 so far in the outing, trying to strand 2 base runners here in the second. As the runners take off, this one on the middle of the infield. Cut off at short, and the throw across is still able to get it there in time. A bang-bang play with a nonchalant call from the base umpire as the second top half of the inning will come to a close. 2 stranded on here in the inning for Weymouth as we head to the bottom half in a scoreless game. Bottom of the second, and the first pitch is going to be just off the edge. 5, 6, and 7. And on the ground, this one on a couple of hops over to third. Nice high hop for the third baseman, who throws it low, but throws there in time. Lead off out here of the bottom half of the second. Rogers retired. Brings up the pitcher Grieve. He's going to hit here today. First pitch swing, lines this one out of play. That pitch is low. Big opportunity for Weymouth that was stranded in the top half of this inning. Left 2 on. Ground ball, left side of the infield. Shortstop with a look now. Both infields have been busy here early in this game. So ground out to third, a ground out to short. Brings up the right fielder now. Donnelly gets a chance. Trying to start something here. And their first strike. Weymouth left 3 on, Braintree's left 1 on. On the ground, middle of the infield. This one to shortstop again, and it's mishandled. That'll go as an error on the shortstop. So a 2-out error gives Braintree a chance of hope here for a run. Should have been the end of the inning. Instead, the inning continues. Try and make them pay here. Brings up the second baseman as Casey stands in. Runner takes off, first pitch, and the throw down is going to be a good one, but it was a little bit low. Could not be dug out in time. So throw certainly beat the runner, but it was not a perfect throw. Braintree has stolen another base. Second steal in as many innings, and a base hit should give Braintree the advantage. Trying to make him pay for that error. As this one caught by the pitcher. Wow. Being in the right spot at the right time. That one was heading up the middle. And just a reactionary play as he makes the catch on a hot shot back to the mound. And Braintree strands now their second base runner here of this ball game as we head to the third, 0-0. Top half of the third, and the first pitch is a strike. 1, 2, 3 hitters here for Weymouth. 0-0 game. 3 left on for Weymouth, 2 for Braintree here early in this ball game. That one's knocked foul. A couple of strikes now on the hitter. Grievous fan 1 so far through the first 2 innings. As he looks for his first out here of the third. Nine, 1, and 2 for Braintree in their bottom half of this third. So both sides, similar spots in their lineup. It's a pitch on the way, and that one well off the plate. So the 2-out error for Weymouth in the field, but otherwise both defenses have been pretty busy and pretty well tested here in this game. This one's knocked foul. Grieve ready, and this one again knocked out of play. Back behind the dugout. Two-strike pitch, just a little bit low. Pretty good at bat here to start off the top half of this third as the long at bat continues. A full count, second of the game. A walk back in the second inning. The only walk so far surrounded by either pitcher. And that one's right there for strike three. He took a pitch that was plenty of the plate. It's not a good pitch to take there with two strikes. I know the strike zone's been a little funky here early, but that certainly had a lot of the plate. Brings up the DH Kelch. Takes the first pitch a little bit off the edge of the plate. The important leadoff out is retired. Falling behind now. Both pitchers pitching through a little bit of traffic through the first 2+. And off the edge of the plate again. So the hitter now sitting in the driver's seat. 3-0 count. Have to bat all the way back. As that one's in there for a strike. Three on one pitch, and in the air and foul ground. Canavan over there, and he'll handle the second out. That's a nice job there from Grieve, who fell behind 3-0. Able to battle back and get the hitter. Looked like he was going to make his way on. So strikeout looking and a pop-up and foul ground over to first. So it'll take something here from the right fielder, Munchback, who grounded out to short, back in the first. Takes a first pitch strike. Looking for another quick inning here in the top half of this third. That one missed off the plate. Trying to go outside again. Down 2-1 now in the count. Scoreless game here in the top half of the third with nobody on and 2 down. And that's a good pitch. That's a strike. Fan 1 here in the inning. Fan 2 so far in the outing. And the off-speed pitch had him out in front, and he fans a couple in a 1-2-3 top half of the third. As we head to the bottom half of the inning, it'll be 9-1-2 for Braintree in a 0-0 game. Bottom of the third, first pitch is upstairs. Ferguson back out for another inning of work. Able to strand a couple of base runners through the first 2. Post 86, trying to get something started. This pitch is there for a strike. So far, the 86ers is just a 1 hit. As that one is a late swing. No contact. at bat continues. Braintree trying to get the offense going here. Just a couple base runners so far through the first couple innings. And this one is knocked to the backstop. Trying to set up the offense for the top of the order. And a late swing and a miss, a strikeout. Here begins the inning. Second now for Ferguson. Base is clear. With one out here in the bottom half of the third. Still waiting our first run of this game. The off-speed pitch is in front of the plate. Brooks, who singled back in the first inning on a line drive to right field. Middle of the infield has the shortstop position well, able to make the play, and there are two down now. Just the coach there who had the defense lined up in that spot. Two quick outs here in the inning, and first pitch swing, a line or a hard fly ball out there to left center, which is tracked down and ends the inning. So Braintree goes very quickly with very few pitches needed to be used here from Ferguson as we head to the fourth inning in a 0-0 game. Top of the fourth, and the first pitch is rolled over foul. Third. 4, 5, and 6 for Weymouth here in the fourth inning. 0-0 game, both pitchers pitching well. That one just misses off the edge. He's able to get the third baseman Mannion, his first time on a ground out too short. Not a lot of hits in this game. Just one by each side. As this one just missed. Wow, strike was called. Certainly looked to be off the plate, and Grieve certainly will take the called strike, but certainly looked to be off the plate. That pitch actually looked better than the prior one. That one called the ball. Ground ball foul. Couple of strikes now as this one is in the air to right field. And it's going to be tracked down. A late break there for Donnelly, who was able to run it down. Thought maybe Casey was going to be the one that had to make that play, which would have been very difficult for the second baseman to range that far back. So a fly out to right to begin the inning. And the first pitch swing over to shortstop. It is knocked down, but there'll be no throw. As Brooks able to knock it down. Second time the Braintree defense has been able to knock one down in the infield, but not have anywhere to throw it. So it'll be an infield hit. Both hits for Weymouth are singles. Both infield hits. Also been handed a hit batter and a walk. So they've had more base runners than Braintree has, but either side has scored. So that one is a strike for the catcher, Browning, who had the only other hit. Braintree would love another ground ball, middle of the infield, trying to turn 2. Good fastball, but doesn't get the call on the edge. Hunter takes off. The pitch is a strike. Throw down is not going to be in time. Both sides have now stolen a couple bases. So runner now in scoring position. A couple of strikes on the hitter. Grieve has fan 3, could use one now. And the pitch is knocked out of play. First baseman in the on-deck circle. Right now it's Browning, the catcher. 1 for 1 in this game with the infield hit. And the pitch, and a wave and a miss. He had him fooled. So he does fan his 4th hitter. It's a great pitch. Had him guessing. So Weymouth now in danger of stranding their 4th base runner. 0-0 game with the runner at second and 2 down. And a strike. Left-handed bat here in the 7th spot in the order. And this one out to right field, playable. As Donnelly over, and he's there to put it away. And that does it here in the 4th. Another base runner is left on, as Weymouth's left now 4 on through the first 4+. As the Braintree bats still looking for the game's first run. Well, they'll have 3, 4, and 5 in their order. Due up in a moment. First pitch here of the bottom of the 4th is off the edge to Canavan, who was a strikeout victim his first time. 3, 4, and 5 in the Braintree order. Here in a 0-0 game, as he's ahead again, 2nd straight time. Last time he was up 3-1. This time he's ahead 2-0. Again, Grieve able to dance around a base runner, as Weymouth has now left 4 on. As he goes after the 2-0 and knocks that one out of play. A very humid evening here at Braintree High School. Looking for one he can really handle. Certainly has that home run capability. That one missed. 2nd straight time. Now he's batted and seen a 3-1 count in his favor. See if he gets the fastball again. And does not see a fastball and takes ball 4. So just the first walk surrendered by the starter Ferguson. Out in front now is the 86ers. Try and get the game's first run. See if we see a sacrifice here. We await our first run. Don't generally see it from the middle of the order, but never know in a low-scoring game. And this one sharply hit and into left center. A base hit as Canavan digs around second. He's thinking third, and he's got it. As the throw goes in that direction, it's cut off and short. The throw down to second, not in time. And some really good base running. Both base runners with some heads-up base running as they both get an extra bag out of it. Just the second hit of the game for Braintree as now the infield comes in. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the 4th. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Against Rogers, who grounded out to third his first time. opportunity to jump in front. As this one in the air to right field, long run in that direction. As this one is going to drop down, a fair ball. As the runner will come around and score, and the throw gets away as the runner now heads towards the plate. Here comes the throw, it's not in time, and 2 runs pushed across. So that'll go as a hit and an error on the right fielder who had a just terrible throw. Got out of his hand and ball went wildly to his left. The second run came in, and Braintree brings them both home. So that'll be the second error charged to the Weymouth defense, and those are the kind of mistakes you can't have in a tight game. Braintree a chance to open now up a 3-run lead with a base hit as the pitch is below the knees. Oh, wow, a strike called. It certainly looked low. Back-to-back hits for Braintree after a leadoff walk. They've now scored 2 runs so far here in the inning. Do not have an out yet. As Grieve trying to help out his own cause now. Runner at second. And the pitch. And a called third strike. So he strikes out. Stepping off on the mound. Leadoff walk again proves to be costly. Rogers leads from second, and the pitch off the plate. Donnelly, who reached on an error his first time by the shortstop. And another pitch low. Went after a pitch upstairs. That was certainly out of the zone, but knocks that one foul. Big insurance run right now, standing at second. One out here in the inning. The balk is called on the pitcher to give third base now. The infield again, gonna come in. And a pop up on the infield. That's not gonna bring the run across. Snow cone catch. Runner now at third with 2 down. And the first pitch is a strike. Casey hit the ball as hard as you can hit one, right back towards the middle of the infield. The pitcher was able to snag it. And this one off to right field. Long look over, but that one's going to drop foul. A couple of runs so far here in the bottom half of the fourth. First runs of the game. Braintree with another runner at third. 2 outs. Haven't seen one get by the Weymouth catcher yet. That one is off the plate. And that one just missed. Pitcher wanted it. Very close pitch with 2 strikes. And that one's down, and the count now fills. Inning continues to be the number 9 hitter getting an opportunity. On the ground, this one to third on a big hop, and it gets by him. That one really ate him up. A tough hop. Very difficult play for the third baseman. Called the hot corner for a reason, and in this case, very difficult to give an error there on that third baseman. But nonetheless, Braintree has their third run. 3-run inning so far. First pitch in there for a strike. Another runner on. Braintree has scored all 3 of their base runners here in the inning. Throw down to first. They have him off the bag, but just able to slide in time. Runner takes off as they pitch a ball. The throw down is going to be not in time. Wow. This has been some very interesting calls from both umpires in this one. It's got to be that the base stealer slid under the tag. It's the only way it's possible. His throw was at least 5 feet in front. And a swing and a miss. And it ends in a walk. Wow. Could have been the end of the inning on the caught stealing. Instead, the inning continues. Extra pitch is being thrown, and now it's the top of the order for the third time. Chance Early to blow this one open. 3 runs across so far, 2 more on. And the pitch. First pitch swing into left center field, a base hit. As the runner rounds third, he'll score. As Brooks brings another one in. Here comes the play to third. It's just a little bit off the mark, and Braintree with another timely hit. Braintree making him pay for the free passes. Both walks have now come around to score. It's been a long half inning for the starter, who's run into some trouble. Hasn't got much help from his defense, though, here in this inning. An opportunity here for Regan, who's flied out twice. Once to left, once to center. On the ground, foul of third. 2 more runners in scoring positions. A base hit here could make it a 6th spot here in the inning. And a sharp hit ball. This one to third base on a couple of hops. Throw across this time in time, and that ends the inning. But Braintree within a good inning here. They score 4 times, leave a couple on, and we head to the 5th, 4-0. Top half of the 5th inning. 4-0 is the Braintree advantage. All 4 of the runs back in the bottom half of the 4th. Dealing with the 8, 9, and 1 hitters is Grieve. This pitch is off the plate. Team out in front. And a wave and a miss. And a pop up on the infield. This one in foul ground. And it's the third baseman to put it away. Play by Rogers in foul ground. That maybe Brooks might have to make a play on that to tail back towards foul ground or fair ground. So lead off out. Certainly helping out his own cause by getting the leadoff man. To the shortstop, batting for the second time, grounded out to shortstop, his counterpart, his first time. And a strike pounded in. Couple of strikes now. Grievous fan 4 through the first 4 on the ground right side. As Casey down makes the play and the throw across just in time for the second out. Really up and down all the way through the order defensively. Braintree continues to be positioned well. Grievous allowed just the 2 base hits, and they were both infield singles. He's walked 1 and hit a batter. Not allowed a run yet through the first 4 2/3. Nobody on right now as he looks for another 1-2-3 inning. On the ground right side, this is Canavan down to make the play. Needs some help from his pitcher, and he gets it. As Grieve covers the bag and ends the inning. Another quick 1-2-3 inning here in the top half of the 5th, and the Braintree offense will get another chance with a 4-0 lead. Bottom of the 5th inning. 3, 4, and 5 in the Braintree order with Canavan leading things off. He drew a walk his last time. It's also fanned. Around to score the game's first run. All 4 of the runs scored in the 4th inning by Braintree. The pitch is down. Ready, and this one rolled over foul at the end of the bat. This one hit to deep center field off the bat of Canavan, and it's out of here. A home run to straightaway center field. Talked about the humid evening here, and that ball carried out of here in a hurry off the bat, and a 5-0 lead for the home team. Big bat there in the middle of the order that certainly when he's getting things going, he can really score this offense a lot of runs. Center fielder didn't move very much. That ball was a no-doubter. Right to the left of that light pole in there in center field. First pitch swing as that one is cut on and missed. That was all against the reliever now. Ferguson's night was done after 4. A solo shot here to begin the inning. It's an all Braintree here in this one. 5-0 lead. And this one is tagged out towards center, but playable there. Braintree with a couple of loud outs, or couple loud swings. That's the only out so far in the inning. That's about as hard as you can hit a ball, not get a hit. That first pitch is upstairs. So Braintree with a win here today would move back to 500. Through 12 games, they'd be 6-6, and that would put Weymouth at 6-6 as well. They'd be tied in the standings, as this one's popped up on the infield and playable by the pitcher, who puts it away, and there are 2 down. So take something here from Grieve for the inning to continue. He's grounded out and struck out looking. He's 0 for 2. This one sharply hit and into center field, a base hit off the bat of Grieve, who helps out his own cause. He's got a base hit. Two-out base runner. First pitch swing, and this one popped up in foul ground, but it carries up over the backstop. Donnelly continues to chase the pitch upstairs. Had a tough time holding off that pitch. And this one drilled out towards center field off his bat, as this one is going to be tracked down. A great swing there, as Braintree with 3 outs in the inning, but they could have had a couple go out of the ballpark, but it was Canavans, a solo homer that began the inning and gives Braintree a 5-0 lead as we head to the 6th. First pitch here of the 6th inning. Oh, nice play over there at second, and Casey takes away a base hit. Braintree defense has played great here today. Takes away a leadoff hit and takes away a rally starter. And after that first pitch, they saw doing it again. This one sharply hit out towards center field. Long run in that direction and a diving effort, and he could not haul it in. Great play there in center to try and track it down. And the runner heads to second. Good effort there in the outfield. Almost able to track that one down. Had to cover a lot of ground and went into the full dive. Just missed pulling that one in. Pitch in there for a strike. That spot just missed. Ground out to second and a double. Runner now at second and 1 down here in the top half of the 6th. Braintree with 5 runs on the board to Weymouth none. That one's knocked out of play. This one's knocked to the screen. And this one sharply hit to left field, a base hit. As the runner going to be waved around, he'll score easily as that one was misplayed in left field. Makes it a 5-1 game here in the top half of the sixth. Casey shaking up over there at second as the inning continues. Weymouth has gotten on the scoreboard, trying to claw back from a 5-run deficit. It's down to 5-1. The runner now at first. That big play, though, at second to start the inning from the aforementioned Casey. Really changed this inning. If you didn't make that play, this could be already a couple runs on the board. A big inning. A couple of straight hits. Braintree with some action going in the bullpen. And that one in there for a strike. And the pitch just missed. Grieve trying to pitch through this sixth inning. Run into a little bit of trouble. The top of the order finally getting something started. The runner leads from first, and this one sharply hit to left field as this one gets down, and it was again misread in the outfield. As the runner now heads for third, and a couple of hard hit balls here in this inning have the runners at second and third, and we may be looking at a pitching change now. So runners at second and third, just the one out. It's a 5-1 game. A lot more hard hit balls here in this inning. We saw the first 4+ or 5+. The pitcher going to remain in as Grieve stays in the game. Probably doesn't get an out. He'll be pulled the next batter. But right now, Braintree just looking for the outs. They have a 4-run lead to work with. And Weymouth with just one more inning. Three straight hard hit balls as that one is cut on and missed. For the catcher, Browning, who has singled and struck out. And the pitch, this one on the ground to first, but foul. So chance now to get an out without allowing anybody to advance, if you can strike him out. Really use one of those strikeouts now as the pitch on the way is knocked out of play. Did fan Browning his last time. One of the 4 strikeout victims. Well, Grieve here in the outing. He works hard here into the 6th inning. He's got just the 1 out so far. Allowed 3 straight hits. And the pitch. And it's a called third strike on the edge. Tough call to go against the batter. That's a great pitch on the edge. Second time he has gotten the catcher. I certainly understand any frustration from the hitter or coach there for Weymouth. That really just hasn't been a very consistent strike zone all game. So the runners remain at second and third as Grieve looks for the final out here of the 6th inning. Trying to work through it. Base hit here could make it a 5-3 game. And a fastball on the corner for a strike. And the two sides would be knotted up in the standings. Braintree could secure the win here today. All teams would be 6-6, as that's a late swing and a miss. Braintree would move into a tie for 6th in the standings, as that's a called third strike and a couple of strikeouts looking with men on 2nd and 3rd, and that was certainly a strike, as that concludes the top half of the 6th. Big opportunity there wasted for Weymouth. They do score a run but leave 2 on as we head to the bottom of the 6th in a 5-1 game. Bottom half of the 6th. The shutout is over, but Braintree very happy to allow just the 1 run back in the top half of this inning, as this one is drilled out towards center field. Another hard hit ball turned into an out. Back-to-back flyouts to center, dating back to the bottom half of the 5th. Down to the number 9 man now. A 5-1 game. Weymouth down to the final 3 outs. Trailing by 4 runs now. It'll be 8-9-1 for Weymouth in the top half of the 7th, as that one a wave and a miss. Base is clear. Here with 1 down in the bottom half of the 6th. Braintree looks for that 6th win of the season. Again, I talked about it last inning, that a win would put him into 6th place in the standings. 2 points a win. Time with Weymouth with 12 points, as the wave and a miss is a strikeout. 2nd time he's fanned in the game. Brooks will get a chance here with 2 outs. A couple of hits and an RBI, both singles. Goes after the first pitch and delivers this one to center for a base hit, his 3rd single of the game. Pitch on the way, and this one almost goes over the head of the catcher. Regan's who's had a tough day at the dish, 0 for 3. Certainly due for a big hit now. Braintree looks for a little insurance here with 2 outs as the catcher makes the backhanded play. Here's the throw, and safe at 2nd again. Able to slide around the tag, as the Weymouth side not happy with another call from that base umpire. It's a great play from the catcher, not only to pick that one, but to make an accurate throw. Base hit here with 2 outs should score Brooks from 2nd. Going after that out in front of it. And this one drilled to left field, a base hit, as the runner going to be waved around from 3rd. Here comes the throw back to 3rd. The throw to the plate is high and gets away as the base runner takes 2nd, and Braintree does indeed score the base runner, as they thought about turning over to 3rd base, but the throw will now head back towards the pitcher's mound. Braintree does get the insurance run they were looking for. As the pitch is off the plate. RBI there for Regan. Pitch, and this one drilled to right field. Back it goes. Is this the second one of the ball game? Yes, it is. As this one into the trees, a no-doubter off the bat of Canavan. A second homer off the reliever, and that one hung up in the air a long time before it eventually came down into the trees. And Braintree has now blown it wide open, and what was a 5-1 game is now 8-1. As Canavan just completely destroying the reliever who has come in for Weymouth, to the tune of a couple of home runs. So one to right, the other one more towards center. As the Braintree big hitters have really done it here in this one. This one to third. A high throw, and that one across in time, and that ends the inning. But Braintree with another good inning offensively. Another home run. Both of the home runs in this game from Canavan. He's got 3 RBI as Braintree leads 8-1 heading to the 7th. Top half of the 7th inning. As Braintree looking to close it out with 3 more outs. Obviously a couple of big hits in this game from Canavan. 2 home runs. 2-run homer back in the 6th. That one was up in the air a long, long time on the high fly ball that carried out of here. Certainly a bat you love to have in the middle of an order. So Braintree has blown this game wide open here late. This one got interesting back in the 6th inning, in the top half, as Weymouth had cut it to 5-1, had the runners at second and third, but did not score any further runs. And obviously Braintree scoring 3 in the bottom half of the 6th, thanks in part to the home run as they go to the bullpen for the first time. Bring in the right-hander as Mazza coming in to pitch here to try and get the final 3 outs. And that one in there, a called third strike, and that is the 3rd straight hitter now that has fanned without a swing. And you can certainly feel the balloon has fully deflated for Weymouth, especially after that home run. It's a long season. Got to get back and play the next game. But Braintree's had Weymouth's number really all over the last handful of seasons, both the high school level and here in the Legion Ball. 2 sides that know each other well, rival towns. As the pitch is a strike. So the 8-hitter is retired down to the bottom half, the bottom 9 now. 0 for 2 in that spot. Ground out to short and a ground out to second. Base is empty. 1 out. 2 more outs needed to secure a win. That one is in there, and again, a called 3rd strike, and things have completely fallen apart offensively for Weymouth. After 3 straight hits back in that 6th inning, they've now fanned 4 times in a row. All 4 have been looking. Top of the order, might be the final batter of this ball game. First pitch, and that one is in there for a strike, continuing to pile in strikes. Coming out of the bullpen, that's exactly what head coach Casey wants to see from his reliever. With a 7-run lead, just throw strikes, make your defense make the play. Obviously, if the hitters put it in play, which they haven't here in this inning so far. A couple of strikeouts. And another one on the edge, and another strike. Hitter's not agreeing with the strike zone, but at this point, you're down 7. Got to be swinging. Time not granted, and he strikes out to end the game in what was a very frustrating inning as the pitcher Mazza comes in and strikes out the side here in the 7th, and this one concludes to the tune of an 8-1. Braintree win the 2 home runs from Canavan, the 6 solid innings of pitching from Grieve. The difference in this ball game, 3 hits atop the order for Brooks, as the top of the order really provided a potent punch on offense. And Braintree with a 6-6 record now with the win. Weymouth at 6-6 with the loss. 2 sides now tied with 12 points in the standings in 6th place. So Braintree will try and get back in the win column later in the week here at home. That'll conclude our coverage. Thanks for watching here today on BCAM TV. I'm Mike Wassel on behalf of David Eric, our camera person. We'll see you next time.